7 o'clock on the dot, and let's go ahead and get started. I'd like to, first of all, thank everyone for joining in. There is, there's a lot of people on, you know, and welcome to one of the most attended meetings in AGIC. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody. I can't really say the names of everybody. No, that would be impossible. That would take me half an hour to do that. But anyway, I'd just like to welcome everyone. And I'd also like to welcome everyone, all my friends from India. You know, it's for you guys to log on, it's 8 o'clock there. There's some people from Paris and Italy. Wow, you guys are serious. Because I got a text from somebody and said, it's 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. in Italy, and they're on at 4 Who's on at 4 a.m. in Italy? Man, you are serious about this business. But anyway, I'd like to welcome everyone, and let's go ahead and get started. This is the 10th Global Webinar of 2020. Have a pen and paper ready. Give yourself a little bit more than 30 minutes of quiet, private time, and you want to learn. Have some notes tonight. Have a cell phone camera ready, just in case there's something that you want to see, and you want to cover, you want to understand it more. At least it's on your cell phone, and to be added to the email list, just follow those information, and make it a commitment to attend this monthly webinar. Okay, it's the most informative distributor webinar, I believe, in AGIC. And our meeting objective is very simple. We want to provide you with monthly schedules for this month. All the conference calls, Zoom meetings, webinars, online business presentations, online demos, and so on. We also want to identify the most important events so that you can attend them. These are don't miss events, okay? We also try to give you some exclusive training, and tonight's training is spectacular for anyone who wants to learn how to have a great year. Also, we have some corporate announcements, and also once in a while we're able to give you some top distributor profiles. Last month we were able to cover some of the top distributors and what they're doing out there, and then give you some recommended action items. Our main goal here is to get everyone trained, informed, motivated, and working to achieve their personal goals. What you want to do is don't miss this global monthly webinar, all right? There's only 12 of them a year, and there's only 3 left. After tonight, there'll only be, 2 left, right? November and December. And it's very simple to know when it is. It's on the first Monday of every single month. First Monday of every month, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Okay. We started this meeting when I got started with AGIC. For all the brand new people that are looking at this, I started this business 13 years ago. And I come from a different background. I didn't come from this background. Prior to this, I ran a company here in Irvine, along with my partner, Dr. Lee. And that's what I did for a couple of decades. Before that, I ran a company in Newport Beach, which is where I'm from. I didn't run it. Dr. Cooper ran it, but I still chair the board, okay? These are not Fortune 500 companies, but, I mean, we did tens of millions of dollars in revenues, 400 employees. That's what we had to watch. So that's what I did. I got involved in this project by accident, just like a lot of people did. I was very skeptical. I thought it was some kind of a rinky-dink, door-to-door, illegal, multi-level pyramid, last business you'd get into before you commit suicide kind of thing. That's what I thought this was. But after we checked it out, everything came out right. People were making money. We got involved, and then our organization grew. So we wanted to have a meeting every month, because anytime you have a large group of people that's going in the same direction, you want to make sure that everybody's singing from the same hymn book. So what we did was we had a meeting every single month, to make sure everybody got the right information and to give them training. And that's when this webinar started. And it's been going on every single first Monday of every month for 13 years, okay? Now, let's start this like I always do, documented facts. We're in one of the best projects in the direct sales industry. In Agic, no question about it. The company is 50 years strong. The products, if you have the product, you know it's awesome. No question about it. The market potential is unlimited because the byproduct of the product is water, right? And everything that's living in this world needs water. So the market potential is literally unlimited. The earning potential is incredible. You're going to see that tonight. And the timing is perfect. See, timing is one of the most important things in business or in anything, right? Timing. I mean, even the right thing at the wrong time is still the wrong thing, right? This one is timing perfect, and current sales are exploding. And I want to let everyone know that's looking at this, whether you just got started, whether you're a 1A, 6A, whether you're making, 500 a month right now or 30,000 a month, okay? Anybody can do this, is what I'm trying to tell you. Anyone can succeed in this business because there are literally thousands of people worldwide that have created a successful career with an Agic. And I'm telling you, you can too, okay? So let's get going. This is how Enagic was built. And Enagic was built in the beginning. When I got involved, there was live demos, live meetings, just like that. You're looking at them. Our meetings were packed. And some of you that's been to the meetings, any of the meetings, whether I did them or somebody else did them, you know they were jam-packed, right? A lot of them were jam-packed. Some of them started small, like me. My first meeting was like 6 people in my kitchen. Okay, I just want to let you guys know. When I first got started, I took 6 of my best friends, who some of them used to work for me. Some of them are friends of mine for like 10, 20 years. I sat them in my kitchen in my house and I told them about this project. And I was so excited about it. None of them bought. I remember that night clearly because I looked up, my wife was upstairs and I looked up at her and I said, as the people were leaving, I said, I don't know if this is going to work. None of them bought. Can you imagine that one? But here's what happened. Every one of them left with water, 9.5 water. Did you know that all 6 of those people eventually got involved? Some of them got involved a month later, some of them 7 months later. But every single one of them became a 6A. And it was built through that, right? Events. We had meetings, etc. There's a meeting right there in iron faucets. Okay, there's a meeting right there. See all those $1 million secrets? Every one of those people on stage makes 7-digit income yearly. Is that crazy or what? I mean, in a business like this, unbelievable. But this was built with large gatherings. This was built with worldwide live trainings, whether it's in Italy or India. Back then there was in India, but whether it was in the Philippines or Asia, this whole thing was built with large events. Then 2020 happened, the year of challenge. And it's funny that the year of challenge, that quote was put up by Mr. Oshiro in December of 2019, before the pandemic happened. Like, did he have a crystal ball or what, right? So 2020 happened. And due to the pandemic, there were no live meetings. It all stopped. The personal water sharing stopped. The group dynamics stopped. The live events stopped. This was the expectation of the distributor sales production when we had a board meeting, okay, in Agic. I'm a distributor, by the way, just like everyone else here. I'm not one of the top ranked distributors. There's a lot of people that outrank me. Just look at their magazines. I'm not one of the, I'm not the top earner. I'm not even one of the top 10 earners. I'm far away from that. Okay. However, I did, because of my background. What happened with me is I had corporate experience. Plus, I did very well. So eventually, I was put on the advisory board of Enagic, along with some of the top distributors, Eli and Jelena, Bob Gradelli, Tamiya, um, God, Romy Verdera, JV Pacifico, Michelle Rayleigh. I know I'll leave out some names, but again, there were people that that were on the board because of their production. Okay, I was put on there because of my experience and maybe a little bit of my production, but this was the expectation of the distributor sales production when the pandemic happened. But because of the leadership base stepping up, that's what happened. The global sales production exploded. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you some charts tonight that actually they're charts from Japan, and they're from our meeting, from our leadership meeting. I don't know if I'm supposed to show it, but I show it to the field. But anyway, because of the pandemic, Enagic Social Distant Events was born. We had to take a detour. We had no live events, but we have to have events. We had no, meetings, but you have to have a meeting, or the whole distributor base was going to go down, right? And the business detoured a different direction. That's when all of this happened. And I want to show you something. All the webinar, look at the webinar schedule that happened. And that's going on right now. Look at this. Monday, right? You look at the top, Monday. That's my meeting, right? Monday, you have other meetings on Monday. You have meetings on Tuesday. You have meetings on Wednesday. You have all kinds, demos. It's trainings. Thursday. Unbelievable. Look what happened. Friday, Saturday, and there's literally over 50 meetings a week going on that you can all access. Before, we couldn't access meetings that were going on in some parts of the world. Today, you can access any of the meetings, right? Why? Because of the internet, okay? If you want any of those schedules, go there. Event is eli@yahoo.com. You'll get all the schedules of Enagic. And if you go to Eli's Facebook, he's the top, him and Jelena. I told Japan Corporate, I think they're the top ambassadors for Enagic because of what they do. But if you want some information, there it is, right? You'll get all the schedules. You'll get their morning schedule every Saturday, every single Saturday. These two, Eli and Jelena, have been putting on a conference call for 15, 16 years. They've been doing it every Saturday. They don't miss. And they do it. They're like the mailman. They come and deliver no matter what. Okay. And they have weekly guest speakers. And there's the number. All right. And as a matter of fact, last week, there was Tim Baca and his son Timothy that were on the call. I don't know if any of you heard that, but I'm telling you, if you didn't hear it, there's the if you want to hear it again, there's the recorded call, 712-770-4169 pound. The pin number is 948-932 pound. You want to learn about the business? This is how you learn right there. And these two in New Mexico, let me show you. I'm gonna go to the left here for a second. That's Tim Baca on the right in the blue. This was 4 years ago. And next to him was his sponsor, Jerome. Okay, because I went to New Mexico to do a meeting for them, right? And look what happened with them today. I mean, this two, one is a 682-2, the other one is a 682. I mean, they're very high rank. They're doing business like crazy. They're two of the top people in Enagic. They have their own place now. They have a hydro bar. They have live streaming. They have podcasts. And these two are crushing it. And I mean, just literally doing great job in New Mexico. And by the way, if you're in their team, congratulations, because they really support their people. So that's you know, if you want to listen to what they do, call back that pre-recording. Also, last month on September 15th, Gary Gann from Asia did a meeting. Gary Gann is one of the top distributors in the world. He did a meeting and put Mr. Oshiro. It's the only time you'll see Mr. Oshiro do a meeting like that. And if you want to watch it, just Google Gary Gann interview with Hironari Oshiro and watch the whole thing. It's really, really, really good. You know, Mr. Oshiro, who speaks, you know, mostly Japanese, had an interpreter, and he asked them questions about Enagic. So if you want to find out about it, there it is right there. There's also meetings, Zoom meetings by Mike Flettis. Okay, there's trainings on Friday by him on the unit. There's meetings by Mickey Wade, one of the most enthusiastic people in the company. There's meetings in you know, events like the one Jeff Estania's running in San Diego. There's Gio. Okay, this guy started. I remember when this guy started. He was a waiter, and he started this business, and he became one of the top distributors. I believe he's the top distributor in Italy now. Imagine that, you know. And I remember when he got his Mercedes, he was so happy with it. I mean, it was great. But he does meetings on Zoom and this one live in Westminster. Okay, you have conference calls in Vietnamese, and I put this up because the Vietnamese group is one of the top groups, if not the top organization in the world in Enagic. They produce about, you know, they produce a lot of sales, just so you guys know. Ton of sales, thousands every month. Okay. They have online class on Monday. The next one is on October 19th or 18th. Let me see. Right? October 19th. That's Thomas Vu and Quang Long, two of the top distributors in the Vietnamese group. They do online class every Tuesday. The next one is October 13th. So what I'm trying to tell you is, even though the live meetings stopped, wow, the internet took over and it exploded their sales. They have Wake Up Wednesday. This one is by Monique Washington, who just started the meetings, right? And it's a great meeting. You know, and this coming Wednesday, by the way, it's Willie Folks, Willie from back east, you know, a good friend of mine, terrific trainer and one of the top producing distributors. If you want to know what to do and how to do it, you need to get online and get on the training. You have Water Party Wednesdays at 6 p.m. This one is a little bit hard to read, but I'll make it closer. But this is Jim Gilliland up in Seattle, Washington. Okay, but he has a meeting every Thursday, and it's success training, and he does a great training. Take a picture of that so you know how to look at that. They got all the numbers, the whole shot. So, Career Day Wednesday. This is a webcast for entrepreneurs. This one I do. The next one is October 22nd. If you send somebody here, if you tell somebody, I'm getting into business, I'm thinking of doing it seriously, can you look at this for 5 or 10 minutes, and I'd just like an opinion. If you can get somebody to watch this, your chances of recruiting them are extremely high. You have conference calls if you want to learn about the Kangen water. This is again to the right. I'm going to go sideline here. This is a friend of mine who is the right flyer? Yep, it sure is. This is Brian's flyer. This one right here is a distributor in Enagic, and he has a top group, and they do performance in casinos and concerts. I went to a few of their things. They're phenomenal, and they're doing one at the Pala Casino. When is this one? On November 20, November 20th. Okay. If you want to have a great time, go here. It's like $10, and they are terrific. They used to back up for Frankie Valli. Remember that guy, Four Seasons? That's what they did, and they are phenomenal. So again, I just wanted to give them a shout out there. But what I'm trying to tell you is all these things are happening now in Enagic, because people ask me, the Enagic office in Torrance, that's still closed, by the way. You have to have an appointment if you're going to do something there. And orders are only by email, and they ship everything out. There's no pickups. And it's not because of them. It's because of the COVID, and it's because of the governor of California is not allowing them. And they play by the book, by the way. This is a Japanese company that doesn't go left or right. They play center by the book. But anyway, that's the Enagic corporate office. And also, however, the Iron Faucets, the Orange County National Training Center for Enagic, that's where I used to do my meeting. They're open. So if you want bottles or if you want any equipment, that's where you go, and they have walk-in. But you just make sure you wear a mask, and you can pick up filters there. You can pick up all kinds of things over there. Okay? Now, here are some upcoming events and some dates to save. Number one, the worldwide webinar. The next one is November 2nd. All right? I'll bypass that very quickly because all of you know that. And there's oh my God, if you guys saw how many people there are attended on this call. We normally have over 1,000 every time we do this. Okay, I remember when we started, and then we got to 500, and then it kind of blew up, and then we went to 1,000, right? And then it still blew up, and then we went over. Wow, that's a lot of people. But anyway, don't miss this global webinar because the information you get. Also in Las Vegas, the convention coming up, June 16 through 18, 2021 at the Mirage Hotel. If you have not bought your tickets, get yourself committed and go buy a ticket. Buy a ticket. It's only whatever it is. I don't know how much it is. It's like, and if you're looking at that and you can't, you're having a hard time affording the ticket, you're the one that needs to go there the most, okay? Because it's nothing. I mean, but anyway, have fun with us over there. It'll be the first convention that's happening with Enagic since the pandemic, and that is going to be massive. All right, there's going to be a 6A leadership training there. This is a gathering of eagles, by the way. This is the top people. I don't know if you've ever had this many people in a if you've ever walked in a room where everybody's making money, you should see the enthusiasm. I mean, it is just terrific. And that one will happen on June 15th. You'll get more information on that. Now, I'd like to let the leaders know that if you want to send me pictures, flyers, or you need to send it earlier, because all our PowerPoints are done by Saturday. Okay, so you have to start. If you're gonna send me stuff, you can't do it on Monday, on the day we're gonna do the meeting. That's impossible because everything's already done. So just contact that, and we'll get your announcements on there. Now let's start tonight